Hi there, ready for another journey into history? Let's begin our story. Outside these high, slumbering stone walls, the rain begins its soft recital. It taps on cold slate roofs, pools in the courtyard's cracked flagstones, and drips from the gargoyle's mossy grin. Each droplet is an echo of ancient whispers, as if the castle itself is remembering. You, dear listener, drift closer to these walls tonight, a quiet traveler under the moon's shy gaze. Step inside with me. Leave your burdens at the portcullis. Come find warmth in the flicker of the hearth and the hush of tapestries that drink up the storm's sighs. Within the castle's heart lies the Hall of Lanterns. It stretches long and kind, lined with archways and shadows that tremble with the candlelight. Oil lamps swing gently from iron hooks, each flame a tiny sun, flickering, dancing, just like the first sparks born in a faraway nebula. The walls are heavy with tapestries depicting constellations stitched in gold thread. Orion's belt, the swan's wing, the hunter's bow, they all hang here, ageless stories pinned to velvet cloth. The air is warm and carries the perfume of beeswax and old wood. Footsteps are hushed on the stone floors, softened by woven runners faded with centuries of passage. A lone steward tends the lanterns tonight. His steps are slow, unhurried. He is a keeper of glows. He trims the wicks, hums an ancient tune that only the walls remember, and leaves behind pools of light like stepping stones for dreams to cross. Listen, can you hear the rain? It drums lightly against the leaded windows, a lullaby for the hall's dozing shadows. Now and then, a draft curls in, carrying the smell of wet earth and distant thunder, reminding you that beyond these warm stones, the sky is weeping its silver secrets. Past the lanterns, a heavy oaken door sighs open. You step into the library of gentle secrets. Shelves spiral upward like trees in a forgotten forest. Books breathe softly here, vellum and leather, ink and memory. A sleepy cat dozes on a stack of scrolls, tail flicking now and then, chasing dreams of mice and moonbeams. A candle guttering on a brass holder casts shadows that sway like dancers across the spines of books. Somewhere deeper in the stacks, a quill scratches. An old monk, head bowed, ink staining his fingers with borrowed starlight. He copies words older than kingdoms, words that speak of the birth of stars. Every star is born from darkness, the monk murmurs to no one at all. Each spark a wish, each flare a fleeting miracle. You settle into a cushioned window seat, the rain pattering against the glass just beyond your cheek. You watch droplets race each other down the pane, tiny rivers carrying whole stories back to the earth. Here, time forgets itself. Hours are pages, dreams are footnotes, and every sigh of wind between the bookshelves is a promise that there is still more to come. The storm softens to a drizzle as you slip into the courtyard. Lanterns hang from bare-limbed trees, their flames sheltered in glass. Rain beads on ivy leaves, catches on the stone well's rim, drips into the waiting mouth of darkness below. Somewhere in the shadows, a minstrel hums a melody lost to any script. His lute leans against an old bench, strings slick with dew. He hums because the courtyard remembers music better than men do. The garden beds, though weary with autumn's breath, offer up lavender and rosemary to the damp night. The scents mingle with the mist, a balm for restless minds. Above you, the clouds drift like tattered sails across a hidden sky. Behind them, unseen, a billion stars wait, each one a distant lantern, each one a cradle for something yet to be born. Do you see them in your mind? Nebulae, vast nurseries of light, swirling colors you could never name, gathering stardust into flame. This courtyard, too, is a cradle, holding you softly while you drift further into sleep's warm chambers. Up the winding stone stair, each step echoing like a heartbeat through the ancient keep. The tower room greets you with a circle of windows, each one holding a drop of the night outside. A bed draped in furs and thick quilts waits in the center, warmed by a brazier that sighs coals into the gloom. On a small table, a silver cup of mulled wine, steaming gently, spiced with clove, cinnamon, and a secret the cook won't tell. Above your resting place, the ceiling is painted with stars, a map of the heavens imagined by hands long turned to dust. You trace them with your eyes. The archer, the fish, the serpent devouring its tail. Outside, the storm rumbles one last time, like a giant turning over in his sleep. Lightning flickers on a far horizon, too shy to come closer. You curl beneath the blankets. The warmth soaks into your bones like moonlight sinking into the sea. The brazier hums. The wind hushes. The painted stars above you whisper of their journey, from dust to flame, to ash to dust again. And in your dreams, you drift up with them, past towers and clouds, through nebulae that bloom like cosmic flowers, into the hush of space where all things sleep and wake and sleep again. In the quiet of your dream, a single star grows. It swells with ancient light until it can hold its brilliance no longer. With a silent, glorious sigh, it bursts, casting petals of fire across the velvet void. This is not an ending, but a giving. The star gifts its iron, its gold, its dust to the universe, seeding new worlds in the dark garden. You drift on these motes, riding the warmth of new beginnings. Somewhere in the hush of space, a new sun stirs. Planets gather around it like children at a hearth. Oceans swell, winds dance, life stirs, born from the generous death of a star. Back in the castle, you turn in your sleep, warm and safe. When morning comes, it comes softly. The rain has gone, leaving behind glistening stones and thirsty roots. The sky blushes with dawn's first touch. A bird sings from the parapet, a tiny herald for the waking sun. The hall of lanterns still glows with fading embers. The library of gentle secrets sighs closed its books. The courtyard drinks in the sunlight like a blessing. You wake slowly, eyes blinking at the painted stars above you. For a heartbeat, you're not sure where you are, a tower room in a sleeping castle, wrapped in warmth, or adrift among newborn suns. It doesn't matter. You rise, stepping softly to the window. Below, the castle stirs, stewards, monks, minstrels, all greeting the day. The world hums with quiet purpose. The rain has left behind a gift, everything washed clean, every stone polished with memory. You breathe in the crisp, damp air and carry the castle's secrets with you, like stardust hidden in your pocket. Tonight, the rain may come again, and when it does, the castle will open its arms once more. Lanterns lit, hearts warm, walls whispering stories to cradle you back to sleep. The end, for now.